When Margot Robbie dropped her latest bikini photos, the internet exploded, not just with admiration, but with controversy. Described by some as too inappropriate even for adults, these images are sparking a massive cultural debate. Are they bold artistic statements or a step too far? Either way, you need to see them to understand why everyone's talking. Have you ever seen an image so bold, so unapologetically raw, that it forces you to pause and question where the line between art and indecency really lies? That's exactly what's happening right now with Margot Robbie's latest bikini photos, images that are causing waves across social media and mainstream media alike. Critics and fans alike are grappling with a single provocative question: have these photos gone too far, even for adults? Margot Robbie, long known for her dynamic acting, timeless beauty, and fearless choices, has stepped into a whole new realm of self-expression. Her career has taken her from the gold-plated glam of the Wolf of Wall Street to the gritty vulnerability of I, Tonya. But this time, it's not a film role making headlines, it's a set of bikini photos that are as captivating as they are controversial. These aren't your typical staged, glossy magazine spreads. Instead, they offer a raw, unfiltered glimpse of Margot that many are calling a form of visual rebellion. Shot with natural lighting and minimal editing, these images showcase the actress in a strikingly intimate setting. Her pose, expression, and even the subtle shadows speak volumes. But they're not just about aesthetics, they're a bold declaration of autonomy and identity. Some say they're too revealing, too explicit, and question their place in the public eye. Others praise them as powerful affirmations of body confidence and a woman's right to control her own image. In a world where celebrity imagery was once tightly curated by studios and publicists, today's stars often take full ownership of their personal brand. Robbie's decision to release these photos on her own terms reflects that shift. She's not asking for approval, she's owning the narrative. Gone are the days when modesty was the default. Now, authenticity reigns. And with authenticity comes vulnerability and backlash. Social media platforms are now flooded with heated opinions. Supporters hailed the photos as an artistic triumph. "This is real beauty," one user wrote. "Margot is showing us what it means to be free." Meanwhile, critics argue the photos cross a line, especially considering the level of exposure and the influence celebrities hold. The phrase, "inappropriate even for adults," has been echoed in think pieces and comment threads alike, triggering debates about what society should, or shouldn't, normalize. But what does inappropriate even mean anymore? That's one of the deeper questions this controversy forces us to confront. Decades ago, even showing a bare shoulder could be considered scandalous. Now, with visual culture evolving at warp speed, our definitions of decency, art, and freedom are constantly shifting. Margot's photos live right at that intersection, challenging the viewer to rethink everything they thought they knew about celebrity, expression, and control. We also take a moment to explore the artistic choices behind the shoot. Every frame seems intentional, from the angles that emphasize strength and grace to the natural light that enhances rather than hides. It's a celebration of the human form, captured without filters, without apology. It's not about provocation for its own sake. It's about reclaiming a sense of agency in an industry that often strips that away. Still, there are ethical questions to consider. In an era of digital oversharing, where personal boundaries are easily blurred and privacy often sacrificed, what responsibility do celebrities have? Should media platforms limit what gets shared? Or is this simply the cost of creative freedom? As the conversation unfolds, one truth becomes clear. These images aren't just photos, they're a cultural moment. They reflect the tension between freedom and censorship, between empowerment and provocation. Margot Robbie didn't just share some daring bikini pictures, she lit a fuse. Whether you view them as art, controversy, or a bit of both, they demand a response. They force us to look not just at Margot, but at ourselves, at the biases we carry, the standards we uphold, and the ways we define beauty and decency. So, what do you think? Are Margot Robbie's bikini photos a brave act of personal expression or a step too far? Let us know in the comments. We're reading them all. And if this story made you think, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We've got more content diving deep into the intersections of culture, celebrity, and freedom coming your way. Because in the end, the biggest scandal isn't the photo, it's the conversation it starts.